Hey survivors, and welcome back to Sons of the Forest channel. Yesterday was a very great day to be a Sons of the Forest fan. Yesterday we finally got the Steam page for the upcoming sequel to The Forest, many new screenshots, a new release date and a synopsis of the story by the developers. I'm extremely excited to share with you everything I found out, but before I start, leave a like and consider subscribing, follow me on all the social media, especially on our Reddit community Discord server, and enjoy the video. On the Steam database website, the release date for Sons of the Forest is scheduled on October 21st. This is not a placeholder, nor an official release date, as it was not confirmed by Newnight developers, and it is written on the website it could change. By the way, as it is written on the Steam database website, it is a very reliable info about the game, and that means that there are just 168 days till Sons of the Forest gets released. The synopsis on Steam talks about the story we are going into. We are sent to find a missing billionaire on a remote island where we are going to fight against cannibals and creatures beyond our imagination. It doesn't release close details about the story, but we got a new tip to understand what's going to happen. The billionaire is for sure going to be a scientist or a Sahara CEO. Sons of the Forest, as you all know, will be linked with the previous game. This is just the tip of the iceberg, the tip of a dangerous and catastrophic adventure. Let's take a look at the screenshots released. The first new image shared by Newnight is set on the beach with two dead killer whales. Again, we're using the Tasegan. Actually, this is not a new picture, because it was already released by a little group of the Forest subreddit members who interviewed Newnight developers. Many new infos about the DLCs have been released, and I will soon talk about them too. In this image, there are some very interesting details. You can clearly see there is a human hand in the killer whale's mouth. We don't know who has been eaten by the killer whale, and nothing gives us any hint about his clue. Also, because of its coloration, it looks like there is also a leg or an arm next to the dead killer whale. It is covered by the Tasegan, but as it is covered as the hand is, we can assume it is part of the dead body. Lastly, on the right side of the picture, we can see some ropes. Let's talk about the second image. We see an abandoned helicopter that got dominated by nature. Also, the presence of a skeleton there means the helicopter is a very old visitor of the island. On the right side, we can also see some blue boxes. They could work like the bags in the forest. You break them, take what's inside, go away. Easy as that. If you look closely, you can also see there is a very strange object next to the helicopter. It looks like a stick or a giant bone. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is, as we saw very big, tall and long-handed mutants. Lastly, we got this image, always set on the beach, where we are attacked by a very blurred cannibal with a gold mask, an arrow in his chest and a very detailed and disgusting and horrifying belt made of guts. But look, what's in his hand? A crafted clap. This means they will be able to replicate our own weapons. They become clever and clever any day we pass on the island. But that's not over yet. Almost covered by the cannibal, there is an inhabitant who's looking at the player. But he's different. He has a white skull-like mask and is wearing a t-shirt. Wait, what? How is that possible? Did he steal some clothes from us? Or maybe he's in the second player? Huh. Oh no, I'm gonna die without my favorite t-shirt. Then, in the description of the Steam page, Newnight also described how detailed the changing season mechanic will work. All game assets will change based on the season, and the actions of our enemies too. Also, we'll have to change our routine to not die by cold in winter. The animals will spawn more in summer and extremely less in winter. Huh, that's going to be so much fun. No system requirements have been released yet, but it's confirmed the game will fully support controllers and the Steam Cloud system. Maybe that hints to other console release. Interesting. Also, look at the publisher of the game. It is no longer Newnight Games as it was in the Forest, but it's now Newnight. A little detail that will make a big difference. Also, on the SteamDB website, it's written how many and which languages will be available on launch for Sons of the Forest. They all will be supported for subtitles and interface, but not for the dialogues, as it will feature a full English audio. Lastly, it's been released the icon for Sons of the Forest desktop shortcut. It's too little to be analyzed, but it looks like a cannibal gold mask with some great distortions on the sides. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and consider subscribing. Follow me on all the social media, especially in our Reddit community and Discord server. Guys, now we have everything we wished for. Everything we dreamed. So guys, don't lose hope. Be safe and always remember to survive the forest.